Nrisimhadeva is about to appear. Sandhya. On the Sandhya, when Nrisimhadeva appeared, we know the story today, daytime, we heard the story. When Hiranyakashipu, he wanted to be eternal and never die in the sky, on the ground, not at the day, not at the night. But you know, Krishna is very clever. He is Hriddesha Arjuna Tishtati Yantra Yudhani Maya. So nobody could cheat Krishna so far. And Krishna is a greatest, smartest person. So he killed him not at the daytime, not at the night time, not in the sky. He killed him in the Sandhya, then between the day and night, you know, and not in the sky, not on the land, on the laps. Not with the weapon, but the gloves, etc., etc. So we know that, surprising, unbelievable, avichinta tattva. That's why to understand this tattva, to understand this truth, why Krishna comes. And that also, Nrisimhadeva came for one person only, for one small boy, just Prahlad Maharaj. And from where he came, he didn't come from VIP entrance, he came from the pillar. You see? It is explained, yes. And we are very, very fortunate that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, same Krishna, he came in Kali Yuga, same Nrisimhadeva. We will not be able to fit all the stories, but I will share with you few stories which happened in my life, actually. So, and the purpose of us coming together, not just to hear some cute ancient stories, right? But to share experience and to help each other to increase the faith in Supreme Lord. Really. Yam swanubhavamakilam shruti saramekam. Anubhava means experience. And when devotee coming together, devotees of the Lord, they're trying to help each other to enhance the faith so we can become one step, two steps more close to Supreme Father, right? Many people, they're saying, oh, Nrisimhadeva, he came as a fear personified. But actually, according to our greatest predecessors, Nrisimhadeva, he comes in the mood of Vatsalya as a father. You know? He actually represents the fatherly protection. How many of you have seen when father playing with the baby sometimes, no? Throwing in the sky, and baby, again he catching him, again throwing, again catching, and guess what? Baby not crying, baby smiling, because he knows my father going to catch me. So similarly, sometimes Supreme Lord, he does it to his devotees. I just came from Nepal, and in Nepal they say, mother churi lai kutera buari lai tarsaone. When mother chastising the daughter to teach the daughter-in-law. Putri ke liye danda dena, buari ke liye thoda sikhane ke liye na. So when you're chastising somebody, maybe it's not his fault, and daughter may be saying, "Mami kuch nahi kiya, chup, main kuch nahi kiya, chup," and she's just chastising daughter just to get message so bahu can get the message. Otherwise, if you chastise the daughter-in-law, she will run away to Maitri Ghar. She will run away. So that's why sometimes the Supreme Lord, he using his devotees, putting them in difficult situation. Right? We can see many, many cases. Devotees are going through tribulations just for the sake of lesson for the whole world, to teach all world. That's why devotees are so dear to Krishna. So Prahlad Maharaj, such a wonderful example. He went through so many tests. Prabhupada used to say, acid test. Acid. Real gold will be tested. Real gold will be tested. And today we will share with you a few experiences. We can see the mood and mission of Srila Prabhupada, and we can definitely speak about the teachings of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nrisimhadeva. But before we start, and I'm praying to Lord Nrisimhadeva to squeeze in 1 hour, it's impossible to explain this wonderful sweet lila, Madhuram Madhuri beauty. But I would like to request every one of you to help me, because it's two-way traffic. When we're doing Kirtan, recently WHO organizations, they make research. Anyone who does Kirtan and anyone who claps at least 100 times every day, his heart-related problems and disease and the blood pressure reduces 60%. And those who are clapping hands, glorifying God, according to some scriptures like Shariraka Shastra. So you're in auspicious lines here. You know, Akala Mrityuharanam Sarvavidi Vinashanam. When you're clapping, glorifying God, all negativity purified, and you become much better to do. Better, not the best, cannot take rest. When good become better and better become best. So I would like, after this class, we can become, all of us become a little bit better. And okay? And so during the Kirtan, please clap the hands to glorify Supreme Personality. Such a wonderful opportunity to chant holy name with holy people in the holy place in the holy day, and chant holy name. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlad Maharaj. Hiranyakashe Purvakshaha. Srilatankanakalaye. Ito Nrisimha Parato Nrisimho. Yato yato yamitato Nrisimho. Bahir Nrisimho Hridaye Nrisimho. Nrisimha Madim Saranam Prapade. Nrisimha Madim Saranam Prapade. Avakara Kamalavare Nakam Adhuta Singam Dalita Hiranyakasipu Tanurindam Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Avatara Kamala. Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Narasimhadev, 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 Narasimhadev. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Narahari, Lakshmi Narasimha, Narahari, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jai Prahlad Maharaj, Jai Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jai Prahlad Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Gora, 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 Gora. Hey, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Hare Hare. Hey, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Lord Nrisimhadeva ki! Because we will start the Kirtan, we will never stop till tomorrow Mangalarati. It's very difficult. Because it's really sweet. Madhuram madhure bhupi mangale bhupi mangalam pavanam pavane bhupi harir namayeva kevalam. It's sweeter than the sweetest. But unfortunately, we covered by anarthas. So we have one surgeon, open surgery, Nrisimhadeva Bhagavan. He came and did first time in history open surgery to purify all of us and all the small tiny Hiranyakashipus sitting inside our heart. So we'll read today with you. I thought what to read, but I found one nice shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam, and it's 9th canto, 7th chapter, text number 8th chapter, text number 17. Perhaps I'll just read to save the time, and I'll read Sanskrit. Okay, you just simply follow. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayat Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishchiki Yam Swanubhavam Akilam Shrutisaramekham Adhyatma Deepamati Tirsatam Tamundham Samsarinam Karunayaha Purana Guhyam Tam Vyasa Sunum Payami Gurum Muninam Mukham Karuti Vachalam Palgum Langayate Girim Tadkripatamaham Bande Shri Gurundinatarine Ajanulambita Bujau Kanakavadato Sankirtanai Kapitaro Kamalaya Takshau Vishwambaro Dvijavaro Yugadharma Palo Vande Jagat Priyakaro Karunavataro Nityananda Vadutendur Vasudha Pranavabha Jahnavi Jivita Patir Krishna Prema Pradah Prabhu Padmavati Sutah Shriman Sachinandana Purvajaha Bhavan Matta Jagat Prata Rakta Gaura Kalevaram Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. We're praying from our hearts. As they say, dukh mein sumiran sab kare, sukh mein kare na koi. Jo sukh mein sumiran kare, to dukh kahe ka hoy. So when difficulties comes, everybody naturally praying to God, right? But when there's no difficulties, when we are praying that there is no difficulties at all in future. Satyam vidhatum nijavritya bhashitam vyaptim jabhuteshu akhileshu chapmanah adrishyatatyad bhutarupam utvaham stambhe sa bhayam na mrigam na manusham. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. To prove that the statement of his servant Prahlad Maharaj was substantial, in other words, to prove that the Supreme Lord is present everywhere, even within the pillar of an assembly hall, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, exhibited a wonderful form never before seen. The form was neither that of a man nor that of a lion. Thus, the Lord appeared in his wonderful form in the assembly hall. Purport: when Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad Maharaj, "Where is your Lord? Is he present in this pillar?" Prahlad Maharaj fearlessly replied, "Yes, my Lord is present everywhere." Therefore, to convince Hiranyakashipu that the statement of Prahlad Maharaj was unmistakably true, the Lord appears from the pillar. The Lord appeared as a half lion and half man, so that Hiranyakashipu could not understand whether the great giant was a lion or a human being. To substantiate Prahlada's statement, the Lord proved that his devotee, as declared in Bhagavad Gita, is never vanquished. Kaunteya pratijanihi nabem bhaktah pranashyati. Bhagavad Gita 9:31. Prahlad Maharaj's demoniac father had repeatedly threatened to kill Prahlad, but Prahlad was confident that he could not be killed since he was protected by the Supreme Lord. By appearing from the pillar, the Lord encouraged his devotee, saying in effect, "Don't worry, I am present here." By manifesting his form as Nrisimhadeva, the Lord also preserved the truth of Lord Brahma's promise that Hiranyakashipu was not to be killed by any animal or any man. The Lord appeared in the form that could not be said to be fully a man or a lion. One of the name of the Lord in Vishnu Sahasra Stotram, spoken by Bhishma Pitamaha in Kurukshetra, is Nrisimhavapu. Nrisimhavapu means, Va means purified, Pu means gives. He gives purification. He gives purification to us by removing so many negative things. And when ignorance goes away, purity remains. And purity means knowledge. And knowledge, what constitutes real knowledge? I am the servant of God. I am not the boss. Don't worry, profit or the loss. Surrender life to Supreme Boss. And far and wide, try spread his fame by chanting sweet and holy name. This is the knowledge. This is the essence. We are all servant. I was sharing that before. I happened to be commando officer before Krishna consciousness. I was in Soviet Union Army. And somebody gave me a book, Bhagavad Gita. Take. You're army man? Yes. Are you VIP? Of course I am VIP. This is a book about war. You have to take. Okay, about war. I said, when you have to read this book, when I opened first page, I could not read one line. It took me 10 minutes. Very tough. 10 minutes, one line. How much it will take full book? So, and when I completed this book in 1 year, I really realized that I am really VIP. Very insignificant person. VVIP. Very, very insignificant person. Dhuli sadrisham vichintaya. We are very insignificant. very, very insignificant. And that understanding can be given only by the Lord. Dadami buddhi yogam tam hina mamupayanti te. As long as we are thinking, I am the doer, kartahamiti manyate, it's vimudhatma, vishesh mudhatma. So this is mudha atma. We are foolish. So to purify us from this ignorance, we need mercy. Prasada lesha nugrihita evahi janati tattvam. We need mercy. I just came from Vrindavan and they are praying to the Lord, to Radharani. Please, we need some mercy. Muninda Vrindavandite Triloka Shokaharini Prasanna Vaktra Pankajeni Kunja Bhuvilasini Vrajendra Bhanunandini Vrajendra Sunusangate Kada Karishyasi Hamam Kripa Kataksha Bhajanam. Kataksha means corner of the eye. We want to do something so Krishna can notice us. Amazing, eh? I was sharing this example. One boy in Gurukula in Nepal, he came to me and gave me one picture he made by hand. And in one picture, in one half of the picture, he put altar with curtain, and one bhakta just removing the curtain and peeping inside the altar, trying to see Krishna. And another half of the picture, the same bhakta taking some broom and cleaning temple room, cleaning something. And Krishna removing the parda, all this curtain, and looking at the devotee. And it's written there, he wrote, don't try to see God, try to do something so God can see you. Very important. What Prahlad Maharaj did, that Krishna came for him directly. Not president of country, not just some devata, even Brahma. Supreme personality of God at hand just for you, just for you. It's unbelievable. People, so much so that even demigods, they were shocked. We know that story, right? Trembling, even Brahma, even Lakshmi could not recognize him. Oh no, I think, it's your husband. No, I never saw him like this angry. Even after he is frustrated, after the office, he comes back home. I never saw him in this very dangerous room. And they put Prahlad, he came for you so you can pacify him. You know? And Prahlad, he's offering prayers. When Nrisimhadeva came and put his wonderful powerful hand, on his head. Very, very like father. And lick him with his, like father or a cat licking his baby cat. Very affectionately, like father, like parent. And Prahlad Maharaj offering wonderful prayers. My dear Lord, Brahma daya suragana munayocha siddhaha satvai katanagatayo vachasam pravahahi naraditum purugunair adhunapi pipruhu kim toshum arhasi same. Harir ugra jate. Prabhu, actually I am surprised. Such a big personality is present here. Brahma, Daya, Suragana, all the demigods, Shiva, Brahma, Lakshmi, all the rishis. They are all speaking in Sanskrit. There is so much. I've seen in India people snoring in Sanskrit. But this is not a qualification to see you, my dear Lord. And who am I? I was born in the family of Maha Ugra Jati, Rakshas. He was eating meat, drinking wine, and I'm his son, by the way. And you came for me, not for them? So, and then he says, I think there is one secret why you came. He said, I think not by money, not by education, not by austerities, somebody can impress you. No. He says, Bhaktya tutosha bhagavan gajayuthapaya. Only by bhakti, somebody can impress you. So what is that actually qualification? What is the mechanism which makes Krishna to come to this material world? It's not easy. Somebody else said, there is so many avatars. Nrisimha is just one of them. We know that Rama di Murtishu Kalani Amenatishtan Nana Avatara Makarud Bhuvaneshu Kintu. So many avatars comes like waves. And Nrisimha Bhagavan, he came for one, his devotee. You see? And he is everywhere. And only devotee can see Krishna everywhere. Maya Pashyati Sarvatra. You have to have some eyes to see the Lord. I just tell you one small example. I was just recently in Thailand. And I had stayed in one friend's house, so we had programs. And I was staying in the house and chanting every morning. And my windows were toward the west, not the east. And every morning, sun was rising on the back. So every morning, I didn't have any sunlight in my room. That was sad part. And one day, I was chanting very sincerely. And all of a sudden, I saw in my window, sun rays came, filled the room with the sun, and it was, wow, fantastic. Perhaps I was chanting so nicely today, so Krishna changed the directions. Maybe sun started to come out from the west. I ran to the balcony, opened the window, and I saw the snow. East was east actually still. But I found that in front of my house was a big skyscraper. And the skyscraper was made out of glass, glass. And one of the rays of sun went to the glass and came directly to my room. And I understood, actually, we can see the sun through the reflection of the sky like giants devotees, those who can reflect Krishna's energy to us. And I really draw the parallel. Unless we have this big skyscraper, I will never see the sun. So similarly, yadi Prabhupada na hoito, tab ki hoito. If there is no Prabhupada, one thing for sure, I know for sure, I will not be sitting here and I will not see all of you today. That's for sure. And we will not have such a wonderful family, global family. Can you imagine? I'm just coming just like that, and I can see my sisters and brothers here. And I'm coming like to my home, anywhere. Why? Because this giant like skyscraper, Srila Prabhupada, who reflected in the Nrisimhadeva Krishna through his books, through his teachings, through his life to all of us. Very, very wonderful. Similarly, Prahlad Maharaj, he reflecting the Nrisimhadeva, and because he saw Nrisimha everywhere, Andantarastam Paramanu Chayantarastam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami, he's in every atom. But not everybody can see that. We need to have some eyes to see Krishna. So, and Krishna comes, Satyam Vidhatum, to prove the statement of his devotee. He does it many times. We know many stories in Bhagavatam, how Damodar delivered this Nalakuvara Manigriva because Narada Muni promised. And Krishna having one trajectory, he was going in different direction. Then he remembered, oh no, Narada promised to deliver these two guys. Okay, what to do? So he changed the course of his, path, and he went to the trees and delivered these two, Nalakuvara and Manigriva, because Krishna promised. Srila Prabhupada in Mayapur, 1975, he said that to please devotee of the Lord is more important than to please Krishna himself. Because if devotee will say, you'll go back to Godhead in this very lifetime, you'll go back to Godhead. And Krishna will say, Krishna may never do that, Prabhupada said. Well, he can, but he usually doesn't do it in one lifetime. Usually it takes 3 times, at least minimum 3 lifetimes. Namaparat, Namabhas, and then Shuddhanam, and then you can go to some universe, and we know that process. But Prabhupada said, no, 1 lifetime, go back to Godhead. And if Krishna says, if pure devotee says, Krishna has to fulfill that. Even Krishna will be shocked. What? Who? These people? 1 lifetime? What? Oh no. But I have to do what I have to do, and I have to do it. Krishna has to do it. Because pure devotee, to fulfill his Satyam Vidhatum Bhasitam, he has to fulfill the promise. And this is not a small thing, you see. We can see that Srimad Bhagavad Katha has 10 topics. We're reading these 10 topics, right? We know this is Sarga, Visarga, Sthanam, Poshanam, Uthaya. Uti. Uthaya, the 7th canto, this is the impulse for action. Creation, secondary creation, and then different planets all over the world described very scientifically. Bhagavad Tattva Vijnanam. Bhagavatam is not just story for some religious Hindus, Agarvati Mambati, Dhan Sampatti, Gharmaya, Vijay Jagadisha. Many people come like that. Putram Dihi, Rupam Dihi, Ginam Dihi, Striyam Dihi, Green Card Dihi, Extend London Visa Dihi, UK Visa Dihi, Jai Jagadisha Hari. This is business. But real dharma means Savai Pumsam Paro Dharmo Yadhu Bhaktir Adhokshaje Ahaituki Apratihata Yat Pasu Prasidati. No any motivation, uninterrupted, not only one time on Sunday, for Govindas, Ramji ka chirya, Ramji ka khit, kup khau chirya barbar ki pet. This is not just for Govindas only, coming and just come. Yes, Prabhu. Not like that. We have to learn from pure devotee like Prahlad Maharaj how to get attraction of Krishna. And if you want to purify your life, if you really want to make your life successful, just 1 lifetime. Krishna himself he said in Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, etavan janma safalyam dihinam ihadehishu pranair arthair dhiya vacha shreyas acharanam sada. If you want to make etavan janma safalyam, if you really want to make your life successful, you have to sacrifice everything. Not just 10%, 5%, no, every single thing you have to sacrifice. Krishna very particular lover, he doesn't want to Mam ekam sharanam raja. Idhar dekho. You have seen sometimes, I've seen this, we did Harinam, and I saw some young couple walking. And we did Harinam, and perhaps newly married, honeymoon couple walking. And then boy looking, someone else, a girl coming, and girl, why are you looking there? Look here. Demanding. Why are you looking there? Look here. So, I was laughing. Demanding. So similarly Krishna, he says, don't look here and there. Mam ekam sharanamra maya saktamaya parthamayam yunjan madasraya. Well, Krishna is very beautiful, okay, but how to love this? Very dangerous. But I tell you, somebody said, real servant, he can understand the boss, whether he is in gamcha in the bathroom or he is in suit in his office. Doesn't matter. He feeling him, he feeling his Lord in any situation, and Lord can come in any form. He can come in the form of so many other people. He can take in Vrindavan so many cases. I don't want to take time. Maybe you can come in Bhagavatam class. Remind me, I'll tell you. Many stories. Krishna can come from anywhere. He's boss. Somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, well, how God can come as a pig? Varahadev, right? To save the Mother Earth, Varaha. And how he came, who remembers how Krishna came? Through the nose of Brahma. From the nose. Can you imagine? So, how come God can come from pillar? How God can come from the nose? Well, Prabhupada, guess what Prabhupada said? Prabhupada said, well, if he will not be able to come like that, it means he is not God. He is God. He is a boss. He can do anything. Who can stop him? That was his answer. He is inconceivable. Avichintya tattva. He can do anything. He can come right to the class today. Okay? And if you have that faith, even you are on neophyte stage, if you are like Prakrita, newly comer, you just came a few days ago to this movement, no problem. If you have that faith, that holy name is powerful and non-different from Krishna, and you have to faith in the deities, that is Krishna himself, then you can be very powerful preacher even. Krishna can see you. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya, chapter 15, text number 106. Read it. Prabhupada writes about that. It's like homework. I will not discuss these things. He says, even somebody, materialistic devotee with many anarthas, if he has the full faith in instructions of spiritual master, he believes that holy name non-different from Krishna, he can become preacher and he can make others devotees. He can become transparent media, nimitta matta. Like that. And that's why this uta, this impulse for creation, for action. Then we have Manvantara, Ishanukatha, we have Nirodha, Mukti and Ashraya. All these topics are there, very scientifically. But 7th canto Bhagavatam is particularly about uti. Uti means impulse for action. And our action depends on our samskaras of previous life. Right? Jaisa sang, Vaisarang. And depends on our association, and our desires. Once Srila Prabhupada was in giving lecture, and then one bhakta was asking him many questions, very irritating, many questions. And then Prabhupada of the class, he sat in the car, and his window was not still closed. And Prabhupada was sitting, and the same bhakta came, Guruji, can you tell me how I can become Krishna conscious always? And Prabhupada looked at him very grave and said, desire. He closed the window and zoom and went. Desire. Actually, it's true. If you have, who wants, he will find the opportunity. Who doesn't want, he will find the reason. Who wants, he will find the opportunity. Right? Many people say, whatever you do, you have to do it right now. But nowadays in Hindi they say, "Jo kal kare to parso, abhi jeena parso." enjoy. No, tomorrow never comes. We have to do auspicious things right now, but we have to have faith. And why many people, difficulties comes in our life. Like I was born in Ukraine, right? This body manufactured in Ukraine. My mother Ukrainian, my father Russian. And I'm Indian now. So you can see, no really. Modi ji give me passport, so I'm Indian now. Torgati Morgati. So, but actually true, difficulties comes, but some difficulties breaking or somebody making. Some people come up with beautiful, like if you want to understand who is the person, you have to like lemon, squeeze him, and you will see what kind of juice will come out. You cannot expect from lemon mango juice. So similarly, you keep him alone and see in privacy what he does. So similarly, difficulties sometimes showing our real face, really. And if you are devotee, if you have really sincere, pure faith, it will be tested. Prabhupada said, it will be tijapta pariksha. It will be acid test. And when we really have devotion, Rupa Goswami explains, then real bhakti can be manifested. By association of devotees also. And why people have demoniac tendencies? Why Hiranyakashipu, even he did tapasya, demoniac tendency came out, desires came. Why? Because curse of devotees. Curse of devotees. It is very deep topic. For Kumara's curse Jai Vijay, right? Remember that story, right? And then he had to become, Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha and Ravana and Kumbhakarna, etc. Because of curse of devotees, in long term, we can develop demoniac tendency in our heart. And we can develop pious desires and pious tendency in our heart. Jananam punya karmanam titvandu mohanir mukta, by the blessings of devotees. It's not necessary devotee have to sit in front of you, blessing. No, just good intention, good feelings toward you. If people simply invisibly send their prayers, send goodwill, it will work, really. And if you're becoming disturbance to the society, utpatayaiva kalpate, you're disturbing everyone, then people will feel uncomfortable with you, So we have to be very, very careful. And we have to understand that Krishna comes as a Nrisimha to do three things. First, to protect us from our own sins. From our own sins. Mind sometimes dragging us left and right. But we need protection. Like small baby sometimes going, beep, 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 touching the fire. Sometimes you have to control him. So not to drink something nonsense and not to fall down from the window, something like that. So Krishna protecting us from the sins. He protects us from the fear. Right? From the fear. Bhayadvitiya binivesatasya. Tell me, anyone afraid here? Or it's only me? Yes, we have certain uncertainties, right? And that the fear actually is that I'll not be able to make it, maybe what maybe this, what if this, what maybe that. But Krishna, don't worry, I'm there. And it's like our Acharyas explains when Hiranyakashipu asked him, where is your Lord? Show me in this pillar. And Nrisimhadeva instantly appeared there and he winkled to Prahlad. I'm here. Bolo, tell it tell it to your father, I'm here, okay? Oh yeah, he's here. But Hiranyakashipu could not see. But Prahlad could see. Primanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santah sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti. You can see through the eyes filled with the anjan, with the prem ka asuna, with the tears of love. Through that eyes reflection you can see Krishna, not otherwise. So Prahlad Maharaj was such a determined devotee and he got the blessings from Narada Muni. Right? And from Narada Muni, he actually got this blessing, the seed. Brahmanda Brahmete Kono Bhagyavana Jiva Prasada Krishna Gurupaya Bhaktilata Bija. He got that bija. But when, actually, now lecture is supposed to start. That was introduction. And we getting that bija. But then we have to protect that bija, Bhaktilata, that seed. Because that bija, when it's like in the seed form, it can be still protected. You can step on it, still it will grow. It will, no problem. But once it's already sprouted as a plant, very easy, you can step on it and smash it. So you have to protect that. And Prahlad Maharaj, he explains, in fact, in 5th canto, when he went to the school, Gurukul, I really have very less time today, but I'll still remember you a few more shlokas, very, very important. And that's my humble observation I would like to share with you. Many people, they have no idea, actually, what is the goal of life. I usually say A, B, C, D, right? Every human being has to create the successful house of his life. And every house depends on the integrity of foundation, right? Like we have to put the pillars, A, B, C, D. Like we have this pillar, right, 1, 2. It's maintaining this building, foundation. What are these pillars? A, B, C, D, aim. B, behavior. C, character. And D, discipline. If you forget everything what we discussed today, don't forget these 4 pillars. A, B, C, D. Aim, behavior, character, discipline. So it is said, no wind will be favorable for you unless you yourself know where ship is sailing. Right? It's never late to take a U-turn, however long you're traveling in the wrong direction. Jab jage tab sabera, na, they say. So we have to understand where is our ship. This human body compared to the plavam. Plavam means, nrideham, sudurlabham. This very, very rare human body is like boat. And who is a captain? Karnadharam, Guru is a captain. He is navigating this ship. And we have to very carefully take care of this. And this, ocean, I give example, ocean, huge ocean of body of water pressing this ship. And ship still surviving. Why? Because of the air inside. It's resisting by the air inside the ship, in the bottom. It's resisting the pressure of the water. But when the water getting inside the ship, one small hole like Titanic, went inside, the same very water can sink the ship once it goes inside. So that's why Krishna says, my dear Arjuna, samshayatma vinashyati. If these material doubts enter your mind, it will sink you and you'll die. You'll be destroyed. That's why asamshayam samagram mam yatvaya tachitachrinu. You have to listen from spiritual master. Shushrushoh shradhanasya vasudeva katharuchihi yat mahat sevaya vipram punya tirthani sevaya. Shushrushoh, very carefully listen. Savdhanamati, very carefully. Shushrushoh also explained is discipline. You have to follow what you told. But you have to hear from Guru, like Narada Muni. When you're hearing or listening from Google, right? From internet, you'll never be humble, guaranteed. Because you're thinking, I myself, self-made, Ekalavya self-study. I am just myself alone. Why do I need Guru? Nowadays, I don't need Guru. And therefore, this pride will never help us to surrender. And I'm giving example of the water. It was like bottle and dhakana, bottleneck. Once bottle asked the bottleneck, bottleneck asked the bottle, my dear brother bottle, Daju bhai, you're giving water to everyone, but not to me. What's the reason? So bottle say, Dhakan bhai. Everybody coming from down, I'm giving, you sitting on my head, how I can give you? If you want to understand, you have to stand under. Stand under, not stand up. Stand under and understand. You have to go down. Surrender. Surrender. We have to surrender. We have to bow down. But very difficult because of false ego. That's why we need Guru. Brahmachari Guru Kule Basanta Dantam Gurum Hitva. We have to come. And Guru will tell you, do this, do that. No. Oh, this Hare Krishna, very dangerous guys. Because I have to do, because of false ego. Atma cannot surrender to Supreme Lord. That's why he sends Guru. Right? Guru Maharaj, what should I do? Go for book distribution. Wrong guess, Guru Maharaj. Try again. So we want to do what we want to do, not what Guru, not what Krishna. Anukulyasya Krishna, no. So, therefore, I remember when I was in army, I was commando and I first time came to this assembly, August Assembly of Devotees, and I saw some devotees, boom, dandavat. I said, no. I like philosophy, okay, but I'll never bow down like this. And I felt like the iron road was, I could not bow down. But life made, Krishna did it such a way, so bow down, Mr. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. So, and Krishna manifests to you. Of course, if you want to know more stories, you hope to see you again. I have only 5 minutes left. And I really want to tell you that Prahlad Maharaj, he says, my dear father, he says actually that when he came from the school and father asked him, oh, beta, what did you learn in the school? Tell me. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasim, Sakyamat, Parivedanam, Nama Bhakti. This is wonderful bhakti. It's wonderful to protect Vishnu Bhakti. Krishna, Vishnu Smarana. What? Who taught you? He called principal of Avanti school. Come here. Who teaching these guys, this philosophy? Gurukula, not of course Avanti. Patri das Samhita Tatparya. So, call this, and it is explained that Hiranyakashipu wanted to kill and hang this, Skandinamarka. And they went, no, please, Guruji, oh, you are our boss, etc. So they pleased him. It's automatically already installed in him. We didn't teach him. It automatically came out. Shravanadi Shuddha Chitta Korya Uday. It came out. I don't know how it came out. And then Hiranyakashipu asked him, how did you get it? Why others did not affected? Why you only affected? And he says, Nati vidusvarta gatim hi vishnum durasaya hi bahirathamanina andha yanthanda rupani yamanas tipisha tantra murdam nibandha. One blind leading in as a blind, they will never understand. Why? Because they're full of material desires. They want, mukminam bahal me chori. They want Krishna, but they don't want to give up material enjoyment. That's why he says, Matirna Krishna paratosvatova mitho vipadyita grihabhratanam adanta gobhir vishatam tamisram punas charita charvananam. He says, those who want still to enjoy in this material world, well, you try, do drama, but you'll never get Matirna Krishna. Not by Bhagavatam class, not by assembly, not by studying Shastra. That taste will never come up in their heart. Because they still have the desire to be in this material world. So, and then what's the solution? We have to come to the pure devotee and get his example like Srila Prabhupada. And I tell you just few stories. Shall I tell you stories? My experience. So, well, I tell you when it's a long story, but when I was an army commando, first of all, parents, they kicked me out from the house. They, anyways, many things happened. I was out of the house. My mother said, Beta, I'm feeling afraid and I'm feeling ashamed of you. Because before you used to come as an officer and now you're coming like, bed sheet, all this antenna. What is this? Neighbors are laughing at us, you see. And she was bank manager, we are not just, we are okay. But when we became a monk, we are ashamed of you, get out. So she kicked me out and I was working as a bungie, as a sweeper for 3 years, anyway, just to survive. And one day, some drunkards, they came to me. I really telling them, like a Charlie Chaplin movie, 90 movies in 9 minutes. So I have to quickly tell you this story. And I'm sweeping, and there's 2 drunkards coming to me with a knife. And they start to chase me. And first thing in Krishna consciousness, I learned Nrisimha mantra actually. I didn't know all these things, and there's no Bhakti Shastri in 1980s, 1990, it was like, KGB time, it was a long story. If you want to know more, see after the break. Salted bread. It will be unspoken stories. Don't miss that seminar. It will be after a few days. So, they were chasing me and I was running from them. Oh no. And one was completely drunkard, didn't know me, and no one knew me. He knew me. So he was running and running, and it was dark already, this kind of Sandhya. And I was in the park. And after some time, I was thinking, come on, why am I running from these guys, Because I have my black belt, martial arts, Let me face them. Why am I afraid? I didn't want to create problem. I turned like that and I said, listen. And they just stopped, like put brake. I said, wait, listen. Don't touch me, okay? And I'm supposed to be some sadhu now, I'm devotee. I don't want to create some drama here, it will be bad reputation, But then, one guy who didn't know me from the back, he just smashed my, skull. And I fall down on my knees. I was thinking, very painful actually. Oh no. And then I give challenge to Nrisimhadeva. Look, see, I have some limit, huh? That's okay, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, but I have some limit, okay? Just look at these guys, Man helps those who helps themselves. So I said, okay, we have a deal. And guess what? Nobody in that park. Nobody. It's dark. Nobody is there. So I said, listen. But still, I did a leap of faith. Let me count till 10, okay? Backwards. 10, 9, 8, like 7. And if I'll count till 0, you'll not come to help me, then I'll just use my techniques, okay, Krishna? So, and I'm sitting still on the knees. 9, 8, 7, 6, Krishna, see, I'm counting. And when I count 2, 1, all of a sudden, sound came. Hey, what are you doing, guys? And I saw some huge, big guys, really 2 meters long, came from the gym, some local sports club. What are you doing to this boy? And they coming to these 2 drunkards and literally they're lifting them, taking them to some local tree nearby. I don't want to tell you what happened. They were flat dead, and I just ran away, not to be part of this, And I ran away, and in my heart I said, thank you, Krishna, thank you. I got it. So next day, and Krishna, Nrisimhadeva, winkling to me. Don't underestimate, okay? And I saw, and after a long time, maybe 1 week, I never saw these drunkards. And after 1 week, I saw they coming. One was with a neck, was in plaster, Another one was a hand, was in plaster. When they saw me, they went to another side of the street, Another thing, a real story. Do I have a few more minutes? Okay, so real story. Okay, one and a half. I'm putting 5th gear. So in Nepal, when I came to Nepal maybe 23 years ago, it was like a war, Maoist, communist, fighting. Only Hindu in the country, right? Nepal, never ending peace and love, Nepal. But that time it was never ever peace and love. So what to do? And we were preaching youth and young people. We had big army. Now we have many centers there, and gurukulas and goshalas. But that time we had only few students. And because I'm foreigner, ghar ka jogi jogra, bahar ka jogi siddh. So I could not be any position holder. So I put one student as a president that time. And some mafia people, Maoists, if you know a little bit. So they came and said, they started demanding, you are society, foreign society, you have dollars, right? You have to give us this many lakhs of dollars. And you have to show your accounts. And they came with big one karate. I don't want to tell you the names, but it's like, this guy had 40 karate clubs all over the country. Big guy, and I used to meet with him. He has some gun and stuff. They came, maybe 30, 40 people to threaten our brahmacharis. And I had that time center in downtown, and they came and they beat some brahmacharis badly. So tomorrow we are coming, you have to give us this money. Otherwise, we're going to set fire or put bomb. They blasted many people and many temples already, it's not a joke. They killed one Bhagavad Katha Vachak by 20 bullets in the head. It was like real situation, trust me. And they came, if tomorrow you will not give us money, this ultimatum, we're going to put fire to your temple or blast it, okay? So what to do? They called me, Patri Prabhu, what to do? Very dangerous, devotee is beaten, And I said, okay, I have one murti of Nrisimhadeva. Somebody gave me this murti, Ugra Nrisimha, in Mayapur, one my friend. And somebody gave him on the marriage ceremony, and after 1 year he had divorce. So I said, Patri Prabhu, take this murti from me. I have to get married again, so you better take this murti. So I took this murti. You are brahmachari, okay, you take it. So I took it in Nepal. And I kept it. And it's still there with me in Nepal, Kathmandu now. So I said, well, listen, we have murti. I think we have to do some puja to the Nrisimhadeva. Tomorrow morning they will come, no hope. Right? Baap ka beta sipai ka ghoda kuch nahi to thoda. We have to just... So we put Nrisimha murti and we started to do puja all night. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Maha Nrisimhayadam Sakravadagana. All night we did puja. And I was so much worried. I called GBC, I called, hey, Maharaj, please, I don't know what's going to happen to the temple. This guy is not joke, coming, shooting, bombing. Next morning, the student in charge, he called me, Patri Prabhu, jeet ho gaya, we are victorious, our victory. What happened? Report me, what happened? You know what? That leader of all the mafia gundas who threatened us, next morning he got toothache. He went to the hospital for the treatment to check up. He was drilling, and while doing this canal treatment or something, drilling, he got heart attack and died. And I said, Nrisimhadeva Bhagavan ki! Since that that time, nobody disturbing us. This Hare Krishna very dangerous. Since that time, since 20 years, nobody even touching us. So, and now we have a wonderful family, so we can strongly feel Nrisimhadeva Bhagavan is with us. So don't worry, main hu na. So Krishna says, Prahlad Maharaj, he got the answer from Nrisimhadeva. Don't worry, I am there. Don't worry. That's why in association devotee, Krishna can manifest himself. Hari sadavasit tatra yatra bhagavata janaha gayanti bhakti bhavina harir namayava kevalam. Krishna vasit tatra, where devotee coming together and glorifying his holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nrisimhadeva Bhagavan ki, Maharaj Bhakti Shiromani ki, Gaura Premanande.
His Grace, Patri Prabhu ki!
Actually, just 20 more seconds. I'm so grateful to Srila Prabhupada that he did such a wonderful family, really. In Nepal, we have national anthem, Sayutunga Fulko Hami Yota Mala Nepali. We are all like different flowers, but together we are one garland, which we can offer to Krishna and Guru. And Srila Prabhupada, he collected all of us. And Krishna, because of his big, limitless heart, we got this bhakti. And please be with me for 10 more seconds. How many of you drank lioness milk? Shernika dudh nahi piya koi. Even in UK not available. I thought it's at least in UK available. So actually, even I didn't drink. To keep the lioness milk, you need golden pot, golden vessel. They allowed for Ayurvedic reasons, they can milk the lioness like snake of the poison, sometimes using for the tonics. Anyway, but Srila Prabhupada and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's name is Singha Chaitanya. He's just like lion, voice like lion. And he is giving us this mercy, Namo Mahavadanya Krishna Prema, like lion, like mercy. But who can collect that mercy of gold like pot? Only somebody who has big vessel, heart. He can collect that bhakti. Shraddhanusari Bhakti Adhikari. So I wrote one poem by which I would like to stop this class. I wrote to Srila Prabhupada, golden pot. Bhakti resided in your heart like the nectar in the golden pot. You were very kind and smart to spread the love of God. Through angry ocean had to cross, 2 times got heart attack. So personally, Supreme Lord, your pot had to protect. So even single drop of nectar may never outspill. The ocean calm became and still by Lord Shri Krishna's will. By distributing nectar wide, you relieved the earth from the pain. You saved so many fallen souls who were living lives in vain. You helped us, Lord Govinda, meet. To you is our tribute. Let planet Earth embrace your feet and offer you salute. Srila Prabhupada ki!
So we have a very special darshan now. So if we can have all of the gentlemen